Yeah. Wow, right.
Ada banyak.
Am I audible? Karanganyar, man satu Karanganyar. Can you hear me? Man satu Karanganyar, raise your hand. Yes. Man dua Kota Sukabumi. Man dua Kota Sukabumi. Good.
Hello.
Yeah, what about Man dua Tulungagung? Man dua Tulungagung. Hi neighbor. Yes, good. For the rest of the account, please turn the camera on so we can see each other. Man Ite Oki, turn the camera on, please. M.A. Raudatul. Man dua Tulungagung. Man Ite Pasar. Okay. Mas Al-Amin, Pulau Erang. M.A. Swasta Al-Amin. Pulau Serang. Please turn your camera on. And if you do not turn your camera, so we're sorry to kick your account. Man Mejane. Majene, sorry. Sorry, Majene. Okay. And we have here Bapak Papai Supriyatna. Good morning, Bapak Papai.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, it's not here.
Good morning, everyone.
Man, Nick Jombang. Hi. Wave your hands. Man 6 Jombang. Am I audible from your?
Okay, let me do a little bit introduction about it. So welcome to our class today. I'm glad to see you here.
All right. So we have here.
Today you are invited to join our class. That will be
Wave your hand if you can hear me. Yes, thank you for responding. What about Man Satu Sleman? Man Satu Sleman official. Man satu Sulaiman, wave your hand if you can hear me or see me. Wave your hand, please. Can you hear me? Man satu Sulaiman, official. No?
Maybe not.
Man in Sensendikia Tapanuli, please turn the camera on. Man Ice Opi, Man Goa, Man Ice Pasel. Please turn the camera on. We're going to begin this event in about 5 minutes.
The countdown begins. It's the final countdown.
Man Kota Pasuruan. Pasuruan. Hi. Wave your hand if you can see me. I'm sorry, Bapak from Man Tanjung. We are not allowed to have personal account. Man satu Sleman. Wave your hand. Hi, good morning. Okay. Man 8 Jakarta Timur. Yay! Thank you for responding. We will start in 2 minutes. Get ready for that. Man satu maju nih. Yes, hi.
Ooh, they look excited. Take notes.
You're so excited. Whoa. Let me call another school, another madrasah. 1, 2, 3, please turn the camera on. And we have here Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Turn your camera on. Sarah? Sarah, are you there? Oh, yeah. Hi, Sarah. This is message from...
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Good to see you.
Being camera shy.
Okay. Nice. So we're sorry for not accepting the personal accounts. Bapak Selamat, we're sorry. So can we start now?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
running.
So the online participants ready? Raise your hands if you are ready. Okay. One more time. Okay, one more time. Raise your 2 hands if you think you are ready. Yay! All right, thank you very much. Okay, are we good to go now?
Yeah, as long as you are.
All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Excellency, the Director of KSKK Madrasah Ministry of Religious Affairs, Republic of Indonesia, the Director of Programming and Training at Peace Corps Indonesia, Alexis Garcia, Honorable, the beautiful and cheerful Nikki Doherty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
No, you got it spot on.
And all of the VIP invitation here, all of the principals of Madrasah all around Indonesia, and welcome to Madrasah English community. And on behalf of NEC team, we warmly welcome you all to this event. So we have 2 sessions here. The first session will the opening. The opening will be there are 3 speakers will be presented here, and then after that we will have. I'm sorry, I have to check out this one. And after that we have the main agenda from Nikki. Okay, the first speaker from the Director of KSKK Madrasah, we will have here in a video. We have recorded. So we have.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Respectable principal of Madrasah, honorable guests, esteemed teachers, and dear all students. Alhamdulillah, the most gracious and merciful, the Lord of the world. Peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness. I stand here today with happy and gratitude because this morning we inaugurate the Madrasah English Community event for Madrasah Aliyah level. After the tremendous success for the Madrasah Thanawiyah we held in previous month. To start with, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to an EC team, Madrasah Blitar Principal Mr. Mahmudi, and especially Mr. Papai Supriyatna as the head of Subdirectorate Institutional and Cooperation, for the good support and commitment in nurturing our English language skill. In this Madrasah English Community event for Madrasah Aliyah, we want to build the foundation by previous event. We are also willing to create an environment that promotes active learning, critical thinking, and effective communication in English. I would like to express my gratitude to everyone contributing this event, especially Mrs. Alexis Gracia as the Director of Programming and Training at Peace Corps Indonesia, and Ms. Nikki Dahapti as our speaker today. Gratitude also goes to the student of Madrasah Aliyah all over Indonesia who joined this program. Let us celebrate this opportunity to learn, to grow, and to connect with other English members. Thank you, and may this Madrasah English Community event for Madrasah Aliyah be useful experience for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. So excited to see you all here today in person and all of you here on the screen in front of me. It is my great and sincerest honor to be invited to participate in this Madrasah English Community Initiative. As said, my name is Alexis Garcia. I'm the Director of Programming and Training for Peace Corps Indonesia, and I am truly excited to get to say I have been participating with each of you in what to me feels like an exciting new era in English language learning across Indonesia. So congratulations to you all for being part of such an incredible initiative. Before I share one or two thoughts that I have, remarks, I do want to please take a moment to thank all of the incredible leadership and collaborators to make today and this entire initiative happen. Of course, starting with Pak Isam and Pak Hapai from the Ministry of Religious Affairs. We appreciate your words this morning as well. And then, of course, our team here at Madrasah Blitar, an incredible, powerful team at that. We have Pak Mahmudi. We are so thankful for your leadership in this, as well as Vice Principal Pak Didik. Our team here, we have our bright and well-experienced teacher, Nikki Doherty, our Peace Corps volunteer, as well in collaboration with her incredibly experienced and energetic counterparts. Paksenal just stepped out, but we are so thankful for him and Ibu Atik. From there, of course, we have to also recognize and thank the energy and the brightness that brings these sessions so much energy, and that's through Ibu Ria. So congratulations and thank you for being our moderator today. With that being said, of course, something we want to celebrate is that together, this initiative allows every Madrasah student to have access to virtual engagement tools and to virtual classrooms like this to enhance your English learning, right? And with that, in collaboration, we also have the access to teachers that are native English speakers. To me, that's a powerful way to advance our own English practice. So yes, these are all incredible statements, and I could stop there and be so thankful. But I have two more messages for all of you. One, this is not just about learning English. What I see, this is learning how to build your own curiosity. What's the word for curiosity in Bahasa Indonesia? We want to make sure that we're building through our access to each other in such a diverse, culturally diverse and incredible country that we are sharing through this program with the other students here in these virtual classrooms. That you're asking questions, both in Bahasa Indonesia, but hopefully in English as well as we practice, learning about each other. And something really special about not this program, but with this program and English learning is now we can share about ourselves to people in many other countries. Nikki is going to talk about her experience being able to travel across the globe and learn about other people in other countries through her ability to speak English. And that is what we want for you. We want job opportunities and we want you to advance in your studies, but I especially want you to be able to be curious and to share through English your beliefs, your history, your interests, and be curious with other people, not just from the United States, but from many, many other countries, and from any student that is choosing to learn English. So I give you that today, and know if we continue to do that, be curious and ask about each other in English, listen actively in English, that makes you all, to me, peace builders. Because the more we understand each other, the more peace and unity we are creating together. So I congratulate you all for being part of this initiative with Peace Corps Indonesia, not just because you are excelling at learning English, but because you are being creative global citizens and you are becoming peace builders through all this. So I encourage you to continue with enthusiasm, and I thank you all for your participation. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much, Alexis. Okay, and now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read the rule for this event. The first rule, only Madrasah Zoom account, which consists of English teacher and their students in a digital classroom, are allowed to join this Zoom meeting. It means we are sorry for not accepting personal accounts except our VIP invitation. Rule number 2, the host will mute the whole microphone, but the moderator and the speakers during the presentation. Rule number 3, for the participants who want to ask questions, for the offline participants, you can directly raise your hand, and then if I ask you to speak up, so you just speak up, ask your question, and directly answered by the speaker. And for the online participants, use the raise hand button in your Zoom account, and then I will mention the name of Madrasah, and then you will go directly ask your question. The last, there will be an interactive activities among students and the speakers. So it is recommended for the students to bring their mobile phone, but not for joining Zoom meeting. Okay. All right. Now, before we jump into the next session, I'm going to ask you to have a nice breaking. Do you like ice breaking? Yeah! Okay. Would you please stand up, all of the participants online, both online and offline participants, please stand up. Yes? I'm going to show you the video and also the music, and just follow the music, the movement, follow the movement, okay? Okay. Right. Here we go.
Let's restart.
Everyone can hear?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are the dreamers, we make it happen. Guess we believe it. Look who we are. We are the dreamers, we make it happen. Guess we believe it. Look who we are. We are the dreamers, we make it happen. Cause we can see it. Cause to the world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are the dreamers, we make it happen. Guess we believe it.
Yeah? This is for your attendance. To check your attendance here, please scan this one. Okay, so done. Then follow the instruction. Follow the instruction. You have to turn the GPS on and then fill the form. After you submit your form, then you will have the link. You will get the link. Just click the link. All right. The host, please share. Yep. Refresh it. All right, let's see. Yeah, here we have let me check whether everyone, please don't forget to click the link after you submitting the form. Will you give us example, please? Yeah. How about fill this one? Yeah. Just write down your name, your madrasah, and then submit it. And after that, you will find the link. Do you have that one? Let's check. I think most of you didn't click the link. You get it? Oh, the script will be error if you don't click the link. So we have many people didn't click the link, so it won't run. Oh, I'm sorry. It won't run because you didn't click the link. So we're sorry. Only one here. Could you please show us? Yeah, this is me. Here, only me. So click the link and let's see. I'm here in Blitar. Yes. Can you see that? Yeah, in Kanigoro. Yeah. It should be, there are many people click on this map. Okay, but that is okay. Okay, now everyone, here we come to the main agenda, to the main session. We are going to have Nikki Doherty as our volunteer from Peace Corps Indonesia. She will present her presentation. She is from Oregon, is that right?
Correct.
Yes. She is from Oregon, America. And now she is here as a volunteer, as a teacher to teach English in Man 1 Blitar. Okay, are you ready?
To share my screen.
Okay. All right, everyone, please welcome Nikki Doherty.
Okay, just want to check, is my mic sounding good for my online participants? Awesome. Okay, welcome everyone. I am so excited that you are here and that we get to learn together today. I hope to make this fun. Today's session is an introduction to sessions that will be happening over the next couple of years. So today is kind of groundbreaking. This is a new start, and I'm learning with you all how to put these together. So I appreciate your patience and your participation. Okay, so for today's agenda, first I will introduce myself, then I will tell about where I am from and the different places that I have lived. After that, I'm going to go through some different reasons for learning English. After that, we will have some tips on how to learn English and how to build confidence and motivation as you are studying English. I have an activity that requires paper and pen or pencil. So for everyone online, please make sure you have a notebook or paper. Then we will have a question and answer session at the end. So make sure that if you have any questions as the presentation goes on, that you jot them down. And at the end, we will have a survey. Okay. So here is a code for a survey that will be done after the presentation. So if you are online, you can scan this QR code now and do the survey later, but this will be a way for me to get feedback from you and to prepare for future sessions. So if you have questions that don't get answered today, you can ask them in this survey, or you can suggest topics that you want to hear me teach about. Oh my goodness. Okay. So to make the most of this session, my recommendation is that you listen attentively. Do you know what attentively means? No. Okay. Attentively means that you are paying close attention. I believe in Bahasa Indonesia it's penuh perhatian. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So make sure you are listening and that you are focused for this session. Also, I want you to take notes. You can write down questions or words that you see in this presentation that you don't recognize. Do we know what recognize means? No. Okay, this is a word meaning that you know or that you have seen this word before. So you may not recognize the word recognize, but now you know it and you can use it, yeah? Okay, and participate. There will be opportunities for you to use your phone to answer questions. And I will give you a heads up that you will have to enter a code on a website and you will answer a few questions today. Also, make sure you do the feedback, the survey at the end for feedback so that I can best prepare to help you all learn in future sessions. About me, here's a little introduction. Sorry about that. Okay. My name is Nicole Doherty, but I usually go by Nikki or Miss Nikki. I am 25 years old. I am from America, where I studied human development and family sciences at a university near my hometown. I graduated from college in 2019, so I was able to be done with school before the pandemic started. I was very lucky. Also, before I came to Indonesia, I worked as a social worker at a homeless shelter for teenagers and as a substitute teacher. Do you know what a substitute teacher is? No. Okay, so in America, we have substitute teachers where you don't work in one classroom at one school, but instead you are a backup teacher. So if someone I know who's teaching can't make it to school, they would call me and I would be able to teach their class for that day. So I have worked in many different schools and I have taught very little kids all the way to students that were out of high school. Where am I from? Here is a map of the world and I am from the United States. So I want you to take a second and see if you can find the United States. It is also called the USA or the United States of America, a couple different names. Okay, here is the United States. So if you found it, good job. Great. Okay, and in the United States, This is the map of all of the states. There are 50 states in the United States. I am from one called Oregon. Take a second and see if you can find Oregon. Okay, it is right here. So it's not a very well-known state, I think, across the world, but it is right above California, which you might have heard of, and below Washington. So those two states are maybe a little more famous. It is also on the west coast of the United States, and that is the Pacific Ocean on the west side of Oregon. Here are a few pictures from Oregon. These are pictures that I took while out in nature. Oregon is very well known for its nature. So we have lots of pine trees, as you can see right up here. We have lots of rivers and lakes and places to swim. We have many waterfalls and hiking destinations. And we even have snow. So in this picture right here, my friend and I went snowshoeing. So we have to wear shoes with spikes so that we can walk in the snow. Yeah, something new for you guys, right? Here are a few more pictures. This is a crater with a waterfall. And here is a marshland. It's a very wet piece of field almost. This is used to filter water. And we have flower festivals. These are tulips. We also, yeah, lots of flowers. We have many mountains and lakes. So it's very popular for people to climb mountains or go swimming or boating. Those are some of our favorite hobbies in Oregon. Also, we do have beaches, but sometimes our beaches in Oregon are a little different than Indonesia. This picture has rocks instead of sand, so they're much bigger and less comfortable. We also have lighthouses and cliffs and different terrain on beaches. We also have a special site in Oregon called Crater Lake. It was once a mountain that erupted like a volcano, and then the top fell in. This is the deepest lake in the United States, and the water is still very hot from when it was a volcano. Yeah. Okay. Now, I want to tell you about some different places that I have lived in my lifetime. So, apart from the United States, I lived in Spain, Bahrain, Japan, and Germany. Then I moved back to the United States for the pandemic, and I lived in California and Washington. And now I live in Indonesia. Yeah. So in total, I have traveled to 23 countries around the world. Yeah. I think traveling the world is a great way to build connection, and as Alexis mentioned earlier, it's a great way to meet new people and learn about new cultures. So I want to know, where is somewhere that you would like to visit in the world? So I have this question. You can either scan the code on the presentation or enter the website www.menti.com and put in this code. I'll give you a second now to get that entered, and then it should lead you to our first question. And that first question is, where is somewhere you'd like to go in the world? Is it loading all right for you guys? Okay. Okay, so the first question is, where do you want to visit? This can be a country, a city, a tourist site. You can put anything here. If you are still logging in, up at the top, you can still find our login code. And as answers come in, the words will get bigger if more people answer it. So right now it looks like Japan, South Korea, and Switzerland are common places people want to go. Yeah, I'll give a little time so people have the opportunity to answer. Lots of places. Wow, Japan is still the most popular. Cool. Saudi Arabia is making its way up to the top. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we have lots of different answers. Yeah. Awesome. So this type of question is called a word cloud. So it's basically telling us all the answers in this big cloud of words. Awesome. Okay, I think I will go ahead and continue on. If you want to keep answering, you still can, and we can check out what people answer again in a little bit. Okay, so that brings us into why should you learn English? And I want to start by saying I don't think English is better than other languages or anything like that, but I want to give you some motivation to learn English because we're here for the Madrasah English community, and as an English teacher, I want to promote English. So here are a few reasons that we will talk about today on why you should learn English. First is travel opportunities. As I mentioned, I love to travel. And when I have traveled, I can usually use English to communicate with other people. Even if I'm in a new country, I don't have to learn a new language every time I travel because many people learn English as a foreign language. And it can often be the common language between you and someone from another country. What I mean by that is people may not understand Bahasa Indonesia or Javanese or other local languages, but if you know some English and they know some English, no matter where they're at in the world, you can still communicate. And for this, you might not even need to be fluent. You might just need to know a few simple phrases to be able to get what you need when you travel. Also, maybe you want to learn English for study opportunities. If you're interested in going to a university, you may have to take the TOEFL exam. So I encourage you to practice English and study while you are in high school so that you are ready to take the exam and move on to college with confidence. If you are interested in studying abroad, English might be a necessary skill because you might have that as your common language, even if you go to a country that doesn't just speak English. It may be easier to get internships and other opportunities if you are fluent in English. Do you know what internships are? Okay, internships are also sometimes called apprenticeships. It is like a job that is meant for learning. So it is common at the university or when you are practicing to become a professional. Do you know what opportunities mean? No? Okay, I think I know the word in Bahasa Indonesia, but I want you to help me. I think it's kesempatan? Yeah? Yeah. So if you want opportunities, English might be a great way to broaden your options. Also, some of the best universities in the world are in English-speaking countries. You might have heard of them, such as Oxford, Harvard, Yale, or Stanford. Does anyone know where Oxford is? Yeah, okay, a couple people know. It's in the UK, so they speak English there. How about Harvard? Do you know where Harvard? Harvard is in Boston, Massachusetts, which is in the United States. Yeah, and Yale and Stanford are also in the United States. So if you are striving to go to really prestigious universities, that means fancy word for famous, prestigious universities like Harvard, Yale, then you have to be confident in speaking English. Okay, next, I have another question. We're going to guess how many countries have English as the national language. So you're going to use that same code and same website. Real quick, I'll show you. This is a peek at our final word cloud. Oh, maybe not final. Looks like we had over 1,000 answers, and Japan, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, those were very popular. Now I want you to use that site. You're going to answer how many countries you think have English as a national language. So make sure you're ready. It's going to give you a few seconds. Okay, try to answer quickly, but just guess which number you think is correct. Okay, wow, you have a lot of people who got it correct. Good job. Yeah. So, here it says there are more than 40 countries that have English as a national language. Now, when I say national language, it doesn't mean that English is the only language spoken there, but it means that that is one of the majority languages. So, here is a map of countries that speak English as a national language. You'll notice many different colors, and sometimes countries have more than one national language. So, for example, Canada is right above the United States. It has English and French as national languages. But all of these countries have English as one of the major languages that they speak. Now, another reason you might be interested in learning English is living abroad. There are many countries that have English as the national language, as I just showed. You might choose English because it will give you many options of different countries to go and live in. And it will be easier to acclimate to various places if you are a confident English speaker. Can anyone guess what acclimate means? Acclimate is similar to adapt, adaptasi, yeah? So it means that you can change to a new environment. Do we know what various means? Various means beberapa, yeah? So it means many different places. So with English, you can live in different countries and be able to adapt because you can speak confidently. Another reason that you might be interested in learning English is job opportunities. Even if you don't plan to move to a different country to find a job, speaking English makes you more employable. Employable means it is easier to find jobs and find ones that you are good at. In big cities and near tourist destinations here in Indonesia, as well as across the world, people may speak English because it is easy to access tourist destinations and things in major cities with English. Employers, that means the boss, the people who give people jobs, they may need their workers to have English speaking skills. So if you can speak English, that is a big advantage for people looking to give you a job. It is also the language of international business. If you are interested in sales or anything like that, this might be the best way to be able to communicate. And many large companies will operate mostly in English. Can anyone guess what operate means? Yeah, it means to do business in this context. So they will do all of their work in English. And last, but maybe most important, being fluent in English might make you eligible, it might make you qualify for more money. Do you know what qualify means? It means that you have the requirements to make more money. So it means that you can get paid more if you speak English. Also, this one's kind of fun. Entertainment in English. Many movies, books, and songs are in English. So if you've ever wanted to know Disney movies, or read Harry Potter, or listen to some Taylor Swift, English is great to understand. I also personally believe that watching movies in their original language makes them even better than with voiceovers. Sometimes when there's translations, you don't get the full effect, I think. So if you can watch Disney movies in English, I think it makes them even better. And you can learn about pop culture through English entertainment. Here are some inspiration for English entertainment. We've got Disney, we've got Harry Potter, and Taylor Swift. Okay, here are a few quick bonus reasons. Learning any new language makes you smarter. It is a good way to exercise your brain, and it is a good way to help your brain stay healthy as you get older. And you can do it for love. I'm just kidding. But you can do it for friendship. If you can speak the same language as others, you can build connection, you can make friends, and it's a great way to do that. It's also a great way to learn about new cultures. So many words in English may be different than words that express the same meaning. So you can learn about culture through how people use English. And as Alexis mentioned earlier, because English can create connection, it is a great way to build peace. If you want to travel, or if you want to interact with people across the world and find things that are similar, English is a great way to communicate that. Okay, now I want to know why you want to learn English. So use your phones, and you're going to answer our next question. On this question, you can choose more than one answer. I'll give you some time to answer. Okay, looks like we've gotten lots of answers, so you can keep answering, but for a second, I will keep speaking. It looks like a lot of people want to do it for education, so I'm super proud and excited that you all want to continue on college and use English in an education setting. Also, it looks like many of you want to travel, and I definitely encourage that. Many people want job opportunities, and some people have other reasons for learning English. So if you have a different reason for learning English, you can also drop that in the comments on the Zoom call. Okay, awesome. Thank you for answering that, everyone. Yeah. Okay, so those are some reasons to learn English, and I'm glad that you can choose what reason you have. Now I want to give a little pep talk. I want to try to motivate you. So I want to remind you that learning any language is hard, right? I'm learning Bahasa Indonesia right now, and I struggle with it all the time. Just remember that it takes time. So don't worry about still learning. It's a process that happens over time. And also, you might notice that some days you're really confident and you feel really good about English, and there might be days where you forget every word you know. And that's okay, it's natural, and it's important to just keep practicing. I want you to be patient with yourself as well, because again, you can't learn English overnight. I also think a good way to practice is to watch movies or videos in English or with English subtitles so that you can practice translating words and learning new vocabulary. You can also find music that you like and learn new vocabulary through that. And also, my suggestion is that you practice in low stress environments. So you might be excited to learn English and do speech competitions or something like that, but that is not the only way to learn English. You can just practice with your friends. Then you don't have to worry about making mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. And that's how you learn, right? Right. You can't learn without mistakes. So practice with your friends, just working on new phrases. That is a great way to learn English and become more confident. Now I have an activity. I want you to use your piece of paper. And first, I want you to write your biggest reason for learning English. Choose just one. Once you write that, I want you to write one thing that makes it difficult to learn English. This can be grammar or confidence or whatever you think is the hardest part. I'll give you a second to write down. You can think about it. And this is not an official assignment, so it's very relaxed. Just write down what you feel. Once you have written those down, I want you to think of a motivational statement that will encourage you while you are learning English. Okay, take your time. Some motivational statements can be things like, I can do this, or it's okay to make mistakes. Just a little reminder that it will be okay. Awesome. You feel free to continue writing. I want you to use this as a way to stay motivated while learning English, that you can overcome the difficulties, and it just takes a little bit of practice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move on, but feel free to revisit this paper and write down the questions. Okay, here is a little motivational quote for you. Do we know what motivational means? Yeah, okay, sorry, I use that a lot. Motivation is like inspiration. It's something that makes you want to do something. So when I say motivation for English, it means something that makes you want to learn English, something that excites you, maybe. Here's a quote. It says, develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. there might be some new words for you. Do you know what develop means? No? Yeah, develop means to build up or to make. And I think in Bahasa Indonesia is it bangunan? Memangun, yeah, memangun. Okay, yeah. See, I make mistakes in Bahasa Indonesia, and it's okay, right? Just like it's okay in English. Yeah. Okay, do you guys know what passion is? Yeah? Yeah, passion is something that you love, something that you are excited about. So this first sentence says, if you build a love for learning, you will never cease to grow. Can I have people guess what cease means? Yeah, okay. I have a few students that know this word. It's stop. So if you love to learn, you will never stop growing. That's what this means. So that's what I want you guys to take from this session, is that I want you to keep being curious and keep wanting to learn English, because that's one way you can continue to grow. Okay, I think we are ready for the question and answer session. Yeah? Okay. Should I stop sharing my screen for this? Okay.
All right, everyone. Wow, super fantastic presentation. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Give a very big hand to Miss Nikki. Yes, now it's time for question and answer Q&A session. Yeah, talking about culture and language, and also talking about anything different culture either here in Indonesia and in America. So, do you have any question? Do you have any curiosity to ask? I place you from the offline participant. I give you 2 questions for offline participant first. Okay, what's to ask a question? Yes.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Ubaidillah Sukronaim. I'm sorry if I made any mistakes. And my question for you is, as we know, you have visited many countries in the world. And the question is, what is your culture shock when you are in a country that you have visited? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I've experienced culture shock in many different places. For example, when I lived in Spain, they eat dinner at like 10 p.m. Yeah, so, and they don't go to bed until very, very late. So that was one example of culture shock. I think when I came to Indonesia, one example of culture shock was that everyone drives motorcycles. Because in America, only very, very cool people drive motorcycles. Yes, so it still makes me laugh a little when I see ibus driving on their motorcycle.
We call it emak-emak.
Emak-emak.
Yes. We call it emak-emak drive motorcycle. Emak-emak naik motor. All right. Any more questions from offline participants? I want it from a girl. Come on, girls. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I am Haidala Kakasuma. Just want to ask, are there any unique local food or food tradition that you would suggest trying or learning about? Because all that I've heard, like from food from US, is just like pancakes, chicken tenders, and burgers and all that. I would really love to hear more things.
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you for asking. So, an interesting thing about food in the United States is in America, there are many cultures that all get mixed together. So often there are foods that combine from other cultures. So the traditional American foods are things like hamburgers, right? And things like that. But America loves to borrow from other places. So we also eat a lot of pizza, a lot of Mexican food. And I think one thing that's popular in America is called fusion foods. So it means they take food from two different cultures and they make one. So like I've had pad thai pizza. So from Thailand and from Italy, make one meal and it's pad thai pizza. Or sometimes we have sushi burritos. So it's like Japan and Mexico, and it's got rice and seaweed, and it's just the size of a burrito. So yeah, I think that is something unique about America. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, talking about food. America had fried chicken. Kentucky is originally a name of
It's a state.
a state, Kentucky.
Yeah.
But in Indonesia, Kentucky is kind of food.
Yeah.
I like to buy Kentucky. Wow. You want to buy a steak? Okay. I would like to invite the online participant. The online participant, please raise your hand. Use raise hand feature from your Zoom account. Yeah, we have here. Yeah, so many people raise their hands. So let me have. You want to pick one?
I think probably the ones at the top raise their hand first.
Oh, what is
Yeah. Maybe not.
Tiamis?
Okay, sure.
Okay, Tiamis. Please unmute your microphone.
Yeah. Is there any our sound, please?
Hi, Tiamis. Am I audible?
Yes. We're from one bahasa Inggris kedengeran. Is there any sound? Is there any sound of us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can hear you.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Kan bisa ini. Sorry. Ada? Oke. 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 Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dihan from Madrasah Ciamis. I wanna ask, how can we develop our curiosity about foreign language so that we can know and learn a lot about foreign culture? Thank you. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So you want to know how to develop a sense for foreign culture?
Yes. Sorry? Can you repeat again, please? We can hear any sound. Louder.
Satu lagi.
Could you please repeat one more time?
How can we develop curiosity about foreign language so that we can know and learn a lot about foreign cultures, another cultures? Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think one way to develop curiosity is just through exposure, which means that you use your time to see videos or meet people and like that from different cultures, whatever meets your interests. And then, use internet is a great way to learn about different places and definitely keep the curiosity.
Bring your question, Man Satu Ciamis.
Oh, that's enough. Thank you.
No, okay. Could you please tell us what's your name, Mbak Cantik? From Man Satu Ciamis. Introduce yourself, what's your name?
My name is Jatendra Maula. I'm from Madrasah Ciamis.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready for the next question?
All right, thank you, Man Satu Ciamis. Wave your hand. Bye, thank you. Okay, hold on. Okay, next question. We're going to call, which one?
Let's do Man Enam Jombang.
Man Enam Jombang. Yes. Okay.
Up at the top. Okay, you're on the
All right, there you go.
Not yet. Okay. Are you ready, Jombang?
I think your connection is not good.
So I want to ask questions.
Okay.
What do you think about cultural differences?
We're sorry, Man Jombang. We couldn't hear your voice. I think your internet connection is unstable.
Maybe try once again.
Okay, try one more time. Speak up.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
You can start now.
I
Ask
can
question.
hear you a little, yes.
Okay. So I want to ask question about, as a foreigner, what do you think about cultural differences in Indonesia? Do you see it as a good thing or not, and why?
That is a great question. Thank you. Yeah. So for my students here who couldn't hear, she asked about cultural differences between America and Indonesia and whether I think it's a good thing. So to answer your question, I have noticed many cultural differences between my home and Indonesia. And I think diversity, those differences are very important. I think it helps build a sense of tolerance, or basically that we accept each other when we can accept people that are different and that live differently. Yeah, so I think cultural diversity and differences between countries is a great way to grow as a person and to understand the world.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Yeah, thank you. Good job.
Thank you. Say hi to my Enam Jombang.
Okay.
All right. For the offline participants, do you still have any more questions?
We have a lot of
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So we give it to Mandua Probolinggo. Mandua Kota Probolinggo. Yeah. Wait. Hey. Yeah. All right. Now.
I cannot hear you yet.
We cannot hear you yet.
I have so many questions to be asked. And my prime question is video can be our platform to learn English. Don't make it qualify for the intelligent learning English. For example, if you read books, can you learn English from that? Is it the bridge between linguistical ability to master all your English? I have so many questions, but do tell me now. Does books qualify as a platform to learn English? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, so I think I only caught the last part because the sound was muffled for me. But you said, do books qualify as a platform to learn English?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, yes. So I think the easy answer is yes. But with that, I think there are different skills in English, right? So learning to read is one part of learning English. But if you can only read, then you may struggle to communicate if you can't also speak or write or hear. So I think it is very important to establish skills in each of those areas. So practice speaking and listening and writing and reading to have a more complete way of learning English. But with that said, I think reading books in English is a great way to add vocabulary and to understand grammar, because I think it's easier to learn grammar by seeing it done rather than always learning the rules. So yeah, I think it's helpful, but it's not the only skill that's important. Yeah, thank you. Great question.
Thank you very much. Yeah, talking about language, different language between Indonesia and America. So I remember when you told me about how to pronounce and how to say children in Bahasa.
Yeah.
How to say children in Bahasa? Anak-anak. So anak-anak is double when you want to say in plural, right? Yeah. So when you want to say kupu-kupu in plural. Yeah, Nikki said it is confusing studying Bahasa because sometimes confusing, but sometimes it's fun.
Yes.
Okay. Now we have more questions. Wow, so many questions. Which one? You pick.
Let's see. Let's do our neighbor Mandua Tulungagung.
Mandua Tulungagung.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Mandua Tulungagung. Say hi to Mandua Tulungagung. Hi. Yes. Now your turn to ask a question.
Check. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, before I asking question, let me introduce myself. I'm Jiva and I'm one of students of Madrasah Aliyah Negeri 2 Tulungagung. So I have one question. You said that you have visited many countries, and actually I want be traveler like you. And if I be traveling and I visit many countries, surely I will find some culture shock. So how do we acclimate culture shock in every country we will visit? That's all.
Okay, great question. So as you travel, you want to know how to adapt to culture shock?
Yes.
Right, okay. I think it is probably different in each place you go. So I think in a general way, the best way is to keep an open mind and not be harsh about other cultures, but to accept them and be curious to learn the reasons why people do the things they do, or why culture is the way that it is. So I think that is really important, and always be willing to learn.
Okay, I get it. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you for your question.
All right, thank you very much. So we give a chance to the offline participant here in Mat 1 Blitar. Okay, wants to ask a question, raise your hands. Okay, Suci Cahya.
Okay, thank you for Miss Nikki and Bria for having me. My name is Suci, so I would like to ask about back in the days when I was in my elementary school. We used a Cambridge for our curriculum, so we used to talk with a British accent. But when I go into my junior high school, I realized that a lot of people using that accents. Some kind of my friends say that I'm saying a strange word, maybe like he doesn't understand what I'm just saying. So is it learning accents is important in every opportunity like travel or maybe education? That's it.
Great question, thank you. So I think accents are something that is like not the basic part of learning English. It's like the little spices on top, you know? So we know that many countries speak English and they develop different accents. And I think it is fun to learn about accents, but most of the time when you're speaking English, you can still usually understand even when someone has an accent. There might be the chance of misunderstandings, but sometimes that's a really fun way to connect. If I say a word one way and someone says a word a different way, it can be like a fun way to learn about our differences. Like I have friends all over the world, and sometimes we argue about the right way to say a word or the right way to spell a word, but it's mostly just, and once you know the basics, it's great to learn accents. And maybe you can quiz me on my accent sometimes, but yeah, it's a British accent, Australian accent, American accent, Indian accent, like usually you can still be understood. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to have the last question. I hope it is from out of Java.
After we do more questions, can I put the screen up with the survey again?
Okay, no problem. Okay, let me have Mansi Junjung. Man Wan Si Junjung. Yes. All right, there you go.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Ella. I'm from Sumatera Barat, Sidrap. My question, is there any tips to be confident to speak English? Thank you.
Yeah, you want to learn how to be confident, right? Yeah, I think my tip for being confident is practice. So the more you practice with confidence, the better you will learn and the more confident you will get. I think those two things can go together. And my recommendation is to maybe do it in little amounts each time. So if you're not super confident saying a lot in English, just work up the courage to say a little and do it as often as possible. And that will help you learn and it will hopefully make you more confident. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Great question.
Yeah, so thank you. Say bye-bye to Mark Satoshi Junjun. Bye. All right. Now here we come to an end of the session. Yeah. Let me check the. What is it?
I'm going to put.
Yeah. Nikki will show you the result of.
No. I'm going to put the code.
Oh, I see. The code for the survey. Do not forget to fill the form. Yeah.
So if you did not get a chance earlier to scan this code, please scan it. This is my way of hearing how I did for you today and what interests you want me to talk about next. And also, this is how we will determine who will get a prize. So if you do this survey and turn it in by Friday, then I will pick 4 winners. 4 winners to get a prize. And do you want to announce the prize?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so the prize I think is data, right? Yeah, so you will get
internet data.
Internet data to your phone if you are chosen as a winner. And the only way to win is by filling out this survey. There are some questions that are optional. You don't have to answer, but it's good for me to know. And then, yeah, if you have questions that didn't get answered today, or if you are really interested in learning a certain topic, I want to know. So, yeah. Thank you all for participating with me today. I hope you had some fun, and I hope that next time it will be even more fun because I will know more about you all. And if you have words that you wrote down today,
excuse me, Nikki. Do you have? Do they have to submit their phone number or something?
No.
So we can contact them.
Can we contact their school?
Oh.
Maybe? Because they will add like their name, their school, and grade. And then do we have the information from the school?
Oh, yeah. I see. So when you got the prize, when you are the winner, when you are the chosen one from Nikki, so you will be called by Nikki.
Yeah, I'll probably email the school.
Oh, email the school. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There will be 4 winners. Remember, 4 winners, and 400. 400 divided into 4 winners. Okay.
But I was going to say, if you have words that you learned today, I encourage you to go and practice them with your friends or your family. Tell them that you know the word cease or opportunity. And you can impress your teachers or your family.
Yeah. Yeah, give a big hand for Nikki. Yeah, thank you very much for being available, Nikki. Yeah. So one thing that you don't have or never be afraid of being for making mistake when you are learning something. Okay, so mistake is not a sin when you learn, right? Okay. The final statement, the closing statement from me, it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop, right? So, thank you very much for being available. Bapak Was from Ministry of Religious in Republic Indonesia. Oh, from Blitar, right? Oh, Kemenag Blitar. Oh, Kabupaten Blitar. Yes, thank you for being available. Yes,
Don't worry.
Thank you for being available, Bapak Ibu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for offline participants and also online participants. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. See you next 3 months, I think. Yeah, we'll be here again at the same place, at the same time, next 3 months. After this, we have Madrasah English community in Ciamis. And after that, next 2 months, we will have it in Tepung, Kediri. And then next 3 months, we will back to this place. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Would you show us the participants?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sudah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for Manambon. Greeting from Ambon.
Greeting for Manambon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Arigato.
1, 2, 3. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Bye. Bye.
Adalah kita jauh sekali.